Hi guys and welcome. Today we are going to continue on with our work of art and the things that you are going to need to create this beautiful flor de maga from Puerto Rico is a little bowl or something to put a little bit of water inside. Just a little bit amount is okay. You're going to need some Q-tips for today. Now if you don't have a bowl of water, just go ahead and get some toilet paper and wet it and just put it on the side. That way you have a little bit of water with you. You're going to go ahead and the first thing that you're going to do is get out your marker, your red marker, and we're going to trace around the flower that we created last time, just like this. Make sure you have thick lines and make sure that you're doing a little bit of wavy lines towards the end of the flower. Also make sure your flower is big enough. Now on the line that we had right here, what I need you guys to do is make sure you have yellow and you're going to outline that line just like this. Make sure you outline that yellow line just like that. After you do that, what I want you to do is to go ahead and get the red again, and you're going to simply make little dots on either side of that flower stem like this. Once you're done with that, you are going to actually make some lines right here on the edges by coloring like this. Make sure they are thick lines and they don't reach the bottom. Notice that my lines were not perfect. Now I'm going to make some lines here in the inside as well with this red. Now I am going to get the yellow again, and I am going to use the yellow a little bit right here on the white spots, just like this. Now that I am done, I am going to take my Q-tip and I am going to make it a little bit wet. Now we don't want it dripping with water, we just want it a little bit wet. And I am going to go ahead and go over each of the petals just like this. Now make sure that whenever you're doing this, you're not pressing too hard. If you press too hard, you are going to make rips on your paper. So make sure that you're doing it very slowly. And I'm going to do that throughout the whole thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here. Now that I did that, I am done with this flower and the petals for today. Make sure that you go very slow because it's going to go on to the next page, so be very careful. Now after we did that, I am going to do the same thing to the other petals that I had in here. So I'm going to be using red to outline it just like this, and since I did the same thing on this petals, which is put some lines with the red like this, just like that. And I am going to do the same thing with this petal right here, but on this one I want it to be a little bit more yellow, so I'm going to make a little bit of lines with red, and I am going to come in with the yellow and actually do more lines with the yellow. Now remember, go ahead and get your Q-tip one more time, and we're gonna do the same thing. Wet it and go around so that you can get some color in those petals, and do the same thing for me. Notice I am going in the direction of the petals. I'm going to the direction that the petals are going in these lines right here. Now we are going to go ahead and do the leaves, and for the leaves I am going to get the yellow first, and I am going to outline the leaves with the yellow, and when I'm done I will come back. After I outline the leaves with the yellow, I'm going to go ahead and go inside just like this. Now go ahead and get your green color and you're going to outline it again, but now getting a little bit more detail on the sides. Notice that the lines don't have to look perfect. Now I'm going to go in here and I am going to do this. Make a line and then make a couple of lines next to it. And I'm going to do it for all of the leaves. Now that I am done, I am going to get my Q-tip and I am going to go ahead and put some water in it so that I can paint with the Q-tip. Now you are done for today. If you had some spots where maybe the water went through the other side, it is okay. Just make sure that your paper doesn't rip. If it did rip, make sure you start over on another piece of paper. That's all we're going to do today, guys. Next time we are going to come around and add some more detail on top of this flower, as well as do the background. So make sure that you come in next time so that we can finish. And happy Hispanic Heritage Month. See you soon.